Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Terra Invicta, episode number 9 I think of our Let's Play series on this. Doing the Soviet reunion, but really all eyes are on India and Pakistan. This is where we've decided to focus our forces, and this is where ultimately I think the fate of the world rests. Which is pretty bold, dramatic words, but unfortunately in this fictional gameplay universe I think is true. I have done a little bit more experimentation with combat off camera just to familiarize myself with the use of nukes, because the servants are apparently free to use them. I did experience the horror which is being nuked, and yes, it does kill all the armies in the territory. I actually was playing and I had this situation where I declared war, I invaded, an army reacted to me, and anyways, the nukes flew only once I was in the enemy territory. So we're going to have to be pretty wise about this. Another interesting thing which I noticed, and I'm actually quite surprised about this. It surprised me. I'm not sure it makes sense, but I think of course I'll allow it. What choice do I have anyway, right? Mod the game or, beg the developers to change it. No, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but just as a passing comment, let's say the European Union or England or something has Freedom of the Seas 4.4, and they go to war with I go to war with England as the US, and I have, let's say, France as my ally. France, even though US and France obviously both together, and even just the US alone, heavily outweighs the United Kingdom, it doesn't work that way. The French cannot move across the channel unless they themselves, apparently, this is just anecdotal knowledge, they themselves must have a higher number than the British. So what you end up having is, essentially, if the US is at war with anybody, the highest enemy opponent suppresses everyone else. Well, this is just true in general, but as I am going to be, or I hope soon to have, the US in control, the US will be able to deploy its forces anywhere in the world, and that will be true for probably the entirety of the game. Can't imagine anyone building up enough in the Navy to challenge the US. However, that also means that all the other people who are kind of vying for second place, I think it's UK, and then France, 4.4, 4.2, and then maybe China with 3.9. Oh, India has 3.9? So, unexpected. Pakistan claims not to have a navy. I don't think that's true, but maybe not a substantial one. There's not a lot of navies on these other folks, so they'll be suppressed by anybody. You can't. Germany has no army anyway, so that wouldn't be very important. And Italy actually does have a somewhat respectable navy, but they are not reported in this game. It doesn't matter. They have some criteria, the developers, game designers, I should say, for what constitutes military forces, and they put it in. I'm sure it's balanced, or it fits their vision of the world, or the vision of the world for this game, I should say. Alright, enough spinning the globe around, let's actually get to it. There's a couple of priorities here. So obviously we need to build up, we want to do a couple of things. We want to build up places, I think we're actually going to have to give up Myanmar. Right now we're at 1.5. As soon as we get any other US territory, I think we're really going to be pushing over the influence limit. So, and we will be doing that, so we can just start with that. I know I want to do this much. Let's put 8 points into it.
To our side.
We're just pouring people into this project. We'll take the... Yeah, sure, we'll take the 75. I don't know, can you successfully entertain notions of success here? You can.
Bringing them on board.
For 8 influence, at least.
Ready to go.
We might as well just go hard on this one. Our influence is so high in the US right now, I'm actually going to have him rotate over to the Eurasian Union, where we are actually not so popular. And it'll be a little bit less money, save us a little bit. Now, Huangdi, we do have a possibility here to quickly shore up our point situation. Uzbekistan can make the Eurasian Union a rivalry, and then we can declare war and give our Soviet army something. I mean, it is the Soviet army now, but still technically the Russians. We can give that army something to do, something to grind their teeth on. Cut their teeth on is probably the better word to say. But we can basically just decrease the total control point stuff. This is 4 points, I think. We just don't need to be spending that, so that's what I'm going to do. There's a lot of useful things he can do, and by the way, thank you to the person who pointed out that the reason why he can't go in is because averse means cannot perform missions in nations with high unrest. And I didn't know for a while what high unrest is, but I took the opportunity to. It looks like it's when you get to guerrilla war, which actually means that 5 is okay. Do I have anybody who's at 5? Yeah, insurgency is okay, but guerrilla war so 6 is the limit. Is what I'm saying. So as soon as India gets below 6, we can bump them right back up to 6. But that's just the way. That's the way that goes. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. In the meantime, we want to set national policy. We will do this. It's going to take 10 influence. So confirm. Time to make our move. And at the same time, another 10 influence is going to go into managing our rivalries. We'll make the Eurasian Union a rival. And that means that we can declare war on them. So, like I said, that should be an easy task for our 3 troops to do. And hopefully they recover quick enough that we can send them on over to Pakistan. So it's gonna be madness. India is allied with basically everyone, and that'll continue to increase. I don't know where the servants are getting their massive influence from. They probably get some kind of bonus from the aliens, but they have like a ton of influence points. They're just spending them like crazy. They're just going crazy with them. I don't know. I have a pretty high influence income in my other game, and I'm not sure I could afford to do, because the national ones that you manage here, which we can't manage that one, but these ones that you can manage are independent of your counselors, but the counselor actions are also taking influence often enough. So anyway, I'm just saying, I guess it's obvious, but it's pretty obvious that the servants get a big buff. Maybe that's just because they're going to be up against it, but yeah. Okay, anyway, let's confirm these assignments. I hope that's what I want to do. And let's let the game play out. And then ultimately what I want to do is move all my troops over to Pakistan. And actually what we can do is get these guys out of the way. So just move that guy off the front, essentially. Which will also cost India more money, which is fine. I think so we have to start micromanaging the places that we're going to end up giving up. So we gave up Bangladesh, which means that I know that we did a great job, and hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. But right now I want all unity and all spoils. No military. Okay. Unity is just to make sure that I last as a competitive public opinion person there for a while. And then the spoils is, well, it's pretty obvious. We just want to ruin the country, essentially. And we want to do that in Myanmar as well. So we unfortunately have to switch policies here, because I don't see how we're going to be able to keep Myanmar. Let's go 2, and then we'll go down 1. We were making good progress here. It's really sad to let these places go, but unfortunately the servants are going to burn it to the ground anyway. We've already seen what the servants do. They put 0 into economy and welfare, a little bit into knowledge, and then everything goes into unity, military boost, military build armies, nuclear weapons, whole bunch of garbage. So it's like we know they're going to ruin it, so we're just trying to ruin their ability to ruin it by ruining it. So, something like that. And I guess I should actually just give up Myanmar right away, because we do need the influence points. And if we have one that we've already given up on, Bangladesh, Did it make sense to give up on another just to give a wealth of opportunities for people? Like, the servants can't pluck both. I want the servants not to pluck both of them, and the chances of that happening, that somebody else can step in, increase if I do it simultaneously, so that, you know, the servants have to split their forces, or pick or choose, and hopefully somebody else in the meantime goes in and grabs some free territory. Anyway, 2% by the US. Good. Fantastic. Failed. Oh, that's an unfortunate roll. 87%. They wiped me out. But it wasn't a critical failure. Okay, we're going to declare war. Uzbekistan. Does Pakistan want to join the war? No. I don't really know. I don't think they have any allies or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But move these guys all in. It'll take 7.7 days. Great. Okie dokie, that's that. That's that out of the way. What other places do we want to ruin? Okay, we arrived in New Delhi. We're just going to keep moving this guy. Deploy him there. Can this guy deploy somewhere else? He can go to China. Oh! Maybe we can go over here and attack this alien thing. I don't really care about staying here anyway, so let's just get out of here. I also tried to do India attacking Indian armies, but it didn't work, unfortunately.
We've gained significant support.
Okay. 1.1.
We still lack support.
And a failure. Well, that's okay. We're at 4 out of 6. Oh my gosh, we're getting there. And we also are closing in on this tech. I mean, I don't know if this is a waste or not to do, but it will help us. We unfortunately are not doing any other research. This game is a demo game. I would hate to play this way in the real thing, but this is just the way we're kind of grinding ourselves into this weird... I mean, we're just kind of settling into this weird strategy because I feel like that's the only hope for this playthrough, is just to go with it. Okay, that's great. Close. Congo and then India. No. No surprise there, unfortunately, to say. We're not quite in there yet. Yeah, so the hope is that once India falls... I mean, will India fall? I don't even know. The nukes are going to be hard. So they have 5 total nukes. 6 if you count Israel, which we have to for the moment, but I may have designs on Israel as well. We'll see how it goes.
Standing by.
Alright, let's investigate some alien activity.
On the way to the target site.
Ready to go.
Everyone else is probably just going to keep doing what they're doing. Eventually we will get this. Spend 40 money. We're just reaping the rewards of spoils right now. So that should be helpful. I don't know if this is worth it though. I think we're just gonna let Terasi? Maybe it's Terasi. We'll let Terasi keep doing it. Doing her thing. Because he's just not gonna be able to cut it. Just not quite. You know, there is some merit in me having Afghanistan back so I can move my troops cleanly through. Because I just described how, you know, Russia is not going to be... It actually has... I mean, I think this is true too. Russia has a worse navy than China. Actually, and than India. Again, that's a little bit weird. I think they've overamped India's military strength here, but... They have 3.9 in both. Actually, both China and India are 3.9 for both Freedom of the Seas and the Atomic Age. Whereas Russia is 3.7. Now, was it 3.7 originally? Maybe it was 4 and it went down because the average, although that really doesn't... That makes even less sense when you think about it from a naval standpoint. You really only gain things when you have combined navies, so... Regardless, let's... Maybe it's not supposed to be that way. Anyway, we are investigating one, right? You are investigating...
Ready.
Okay, you're investigating San Salvador. You can... Maybe you should investigate the San Salvadoran.
On the
I
way
think
to the
Huang Yi
target
will
site.
will do
Your
something
orders?
else. Actually, he's more...
Ready
He's
to
actually...
go.
Oh, he can assault. Oh, heck yeah.
Taking it to him.
At your
Go
service.
assault. You are going to keep doing your thing here. We'll take the
Bringing
2/3
them on
chance.
board.
And you're going to
Ready
keep
for
doing
my
your
mission.
thing as well. We'll take the 81.
Making our case.
Alright, confirm that. So we're building towards a crescendo here, and I think that once the war happens, I mean, that's probably the climax of the series. And I don't know what will happen after that. If we happen to be successful, it could happen that enough nukes fly that basically the world ends. And that's one way to end the demo. Ending it about 3 years early or whatever. I'm going to be okay with that because we're just testing things out here. We're having fun. But I have to say that this playthrough has... it's been a lot more dramatic and intense than I at all expected it would be. Thought it would be a nice min-max power gaming. Well, not really. I was picking the Soviet reunion. That was already kind of like a meme choice, as they might say. It wasn't the optimal, which I knew. But we already had Perun do the optimal, so somebody had to step in and do the situation which would not be optimal, which means it would be very difficult. And it has been. Okay, just continue with those guys. Hopefully they conquer that quickly and then they heal. Okay, you have made it to Kolkata. Just keep moving you way the heck out of here. Just get out of here. Don't stay in India. In fact, if I could, I would disband them. But we can't. I don't think we're going to have to worry about it, though. I think that China will... we will take, or at least fight for India before China gets a chance to unify. And if it comes down to it, we will nuke... I am a bitter loser, so I will nuke every territory in China and India before, we decide that we're going to surrender, or before they let us not win. If we can't have it, nobody can. But we have the nukes of actually... I mean, thank God Tortuga's not a real leader. That's just terrible policy, but... Alright, Counselor has been named, and we can bribe him for money, I think is what I want to do. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. His loyalty will change by -4, and information about our faction will be exposed. But look at every single one of our people. I don't really show it often, but almost every single one of our people, when they do anything, they are revealed. Operatives, okay. I mean, I don't know if it's showing it here. Yeah, here it is, perfect. So Syed was detected in Washington region of the United States. Everybody is detecting my people all the time. I don't really know the covert way of doing things. Wow, 20%. Good gracious. Well, that's a jump. I mean, Unity should... What? Why is... Ooh, we got some... Why is this going up? Is it because of the war? It's probably because of the war. I mean, things are going well here. I see all green arrows. I really want to focus on the military with the United States, but I also need to focus a lot on unity. So we might not be able to build the economy as much as I might like. Japan is someplace where I could... Don't really need the military, actually, but they're more of a research base. I think that they're well covered with that distribution. And nobody has taken my forces, I mean my places yet, which is nice. I am going to try to keep Thailand. It might be a bit of a stretch, but at least we have a little bit of influence we're building up right now. Anyways, carry on, carry on. And I'm not sure if we should be trying to hold on to these places like Hungary. Maybe it was too much to do. Oh, interesting. I mean, look what China's doing. How can anybody be happy about this? They're just ruining... How is it that they're not ruining China? How is it that without any economy investment, they're actually increasing their monthly investment points? It's just crazy talk. How are they doing it? Without any investment in economy or welfare, their welfare is improving and their economy is improving. Okay, the funding is improving, that makes sense. A lot of these things make sense, but not this one, and not this one. Why is inequality going down if welfare is at 0? Maybe because the economy's crashing? I don't know. Their GDP is dropping, but that probably is happening with a lot of people. Well, no, maybe not. Yeah, well, Japan's... so it could be just a fluke. Oh, I don't know what I was trying to do. Well, we got that thing. It was a new tech. Did a new tech come along with that? No. I'm looking for the purple ones. The purple ones are going to be the important ones to pick up. Oh, it looks like something's about to finish. Photonic computing? Well, I can't say that that's much important to us. It really isn't. Yeah, okay, there is. Alien flora. Okay, so that is one that we want to do. Because ultimately, I mean, we're actually getting pretty close, too. We're only 300 away. I guess what I should do is finish this first and then go to alien flora. I will do it this way. Well, no, alien flora might lead to new tech. Oh, I'm torn. Yeah, let's do alien flora first. It might lead to new tech that we want to get. So, we'll do it this way. Whew. Wait, who's deploying where? Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do this, but hey, yeah, go down here where those aliens are and we'll see if we can assault them. That would be cool. Waste my Indian army doing something like that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna really tank this thing. And so too this one. Something more like that. I really need the unity here. But okay, we'll do it.
Falling back.
Ah, okay, well we didn't do it, but I probably will just roll it, run that one back, do the same thing. We got the investigation, which is going to happen, which is nice. Some
Recon
research
complete.
points. And then the big one. It's just like 30% or 75%.
We still lack supports.
What the hell? 54%? It was definitely not a 54%. I assume that Humanity First is being poopy heads about this. Even though there's clearly like no chance that they're going to get here. But it's probably because that we're, you know, in this battle. That they created, by the way. I never signed up to it.
Our story. Standing by.
Ready to go.
Take
We'll
a
be running this place
16%.
in no time.
Stupid
Ready to go.
16%. Ah, maybe we should be detaining these guys. Oh my gosh. 1%. 50%.
We'll bring them in.
Standing by.
I'm not really
Where to?
keen on doing that, but you are definitely worth detaining. Okay, well, they'll take our 50% roll to detain them then. Go for it.
Ready.
Looks like Huang
I'm
Bi
here.
should be the one attacking. Yeah, now it's a 71% chance. There are multiple. My goodness.
Gear up.
We'll attack this one and my army will
At your
attack the other. How
service.
about that? Now, you did a great job. You got us a lot more popular here. Can I try to do that in... Oh, 4%. That's not good. I think we'll still run another one here. I'd like to be like 75% popular instead of whatever I'm seeing.
We'll make our appeal.
Okay. Should we be investigating any... I guess there's no aliens to investigate. It's weird. Only alien assets to attack. Alright, well good luck folks. Let's try this one more time.
Sisters and brothers, I remind you the Lord said, "Shall the axe boast over him who hews with it?" Or
I'd
the
say it's a little
saw
bit weird that they
magnify
made the
itself against
servants
him
so
who wields it?
religious and everyone else
It is our destiny, our right,
trying to be
to embrace
anti-religious.
the marvels He has seen fit to provide
Let's
us.
see. Protectorate.
The enemy
Mass
would have you
drivers.
believe this is playing.
What do we want to do with mass drivers? Oh boy, that's going to be space mining. So that's a good one to get, but we're not moving towards space, so mass drivers is actually not what I want to see, since it's just going to allow everyone else to get kind of further ahead. Oh well. We'll be okay. We just need to do our best on the ground down here. Okay. Might leave this one here. Just leave him there. Where are you? Oh, you. I want you to assault alien asset, though. This is actually one way for us to kill off this army, actually. So, come to think of it, I do want to bring that other one over there. So I'm pretty sure that the alien assets can actually... I mean, that one maybe not. I'm not sure if that one can fight back, but... well, if it can kill off my army, and that's actually a good thing. Wish we could kill off the Chinese armies that way. Anyways, I think we're all set, so moving on.
Target in a secure location.
Oh, we got him. All right. So 2 weeks of that servant being detained. No, is it 2 weeks or 2 sessions? I don't know. All right, we finished the flora, which is very good. Let's go back to this one. I think we have to do a successful attack before we get the next tech. All right, we got this one. Yay! Hooray! So this should mean, oh, look at that, 0.95 went up to 1.6. That was a very, very good improvement. Now, this is the interesting thing about not having Afghanistan. If Afghanistan was with us and we allied with them, could we? We can go, yeah, we can go from Uzbekistan, or what was formerly Uzbekistan, right into Afghanistan. And of course we can, because I think the US did that in the recent war against terror. Anyway, we can't get directly to Pakistan by land now because of the Afghanistan situation, which means that we're going to have to go all the way up. I think that Murmansk is the place you have to deploy from. I'm not sure if you can deploy from other places. I just, again, have only anecdotal experience. Maybe I did something wrong, but I tried to launch from Rostov-on-Don, and I tried to launch from St. Petersburg, even though this one appears to also be perfectly capable of reaching the Atlantic. But nope, they didn't. They say no. So we're just going to deploy our armies over to Murmansk and let them sit there until they need to go. And one thing we can do is, if we go to war, all we need to do is make sure the Eurasian Union troops have left before war is declared. It's only a restriction on movement after war has been declared. Troops underway, I guess, are allowed to. I think they're allowed to go. We probably will deploy before we even... I mean, we probably want the troops on the ground there before we even... the troops on the ground there before we even declare war, so we can move right in. And especially true with the Russians, which... Did I mention that I want them to focus on their military? That looks good. Hopefully that military goes up pretty quickly. I'm kind of willing to even cut knowledge a bit more. They're not like a research party. I'm willing to cut even welfare a little bit more. I really want that research up. Okay, I'll even cut a little bit of the economy. Although, that's really limiting our ability to get future points, so... But it is also kind of time critical, this whole mission about... Let's do it this way. Let's cut 2 points in welfare. Yeah, I think this looks good. Something like that. The US is still... Yeah, well, let's hope that we can get those points. Let's move on. So it doesn't look like our crescendo, our war is going to come... Whoops! 81% failed. It's quite unfortunate.
Our cause is unjustified.
Okay, 64% failed. So failures. You're getting too close, Gumshoe, as they would say in Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. The AI knows on. They're on to me. Oh, I didn't read that, but it looks like we took out the thing we wanted to. And it did damage us, but it only took us down to 93. Okay. Let me cancel this operation. I'd rather him stay farther away then. That's not going to work out. Okay, this time we did do that, and does it give us any special? No, it doesn't. And the big one. The big one. Oh, thank goodness Humanity First is coming in. Like, my only regret in this game is being on a bad... Well, my only regret. Boy, that is definitely not true. I have many. But one of my regrets is that we went to war with Humanity First somehow. I'm very happy that they're the one taking this. Let's get this whole group to move. Yeah, we had one of them go down to 68%. Oops. Deploy here. I don't think they heal when they're moving, so hopefully when they're stopped in Murmansk.
We failed to take control.
Damn it, anyhow. Crying out loud, man. 33%? What the literal hell? It's frustrating, isn't it? Alright, let's just do this mountain warfare. That's useful, and... God help me. No, Cambodia. Leave me alone. Oh, we didn't do all of them. Yeah, we want all views. Okay, back to work. 9%? What the hell? It's just so easy for us to slip here.
I will try to sway the bubble.
Alright, Mir, we need you back.
Standing by for orders.
Even though you failed in the other place too.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready for my mission.
I'm gonna stick with that.
Establishing
I'm not gonna go
control.
any more.
Acknowledged.
6%, not even worth trying. Oh, what? We have a 93% chance to detain a counselor? And it's... Yes. Wait. Does that mean continue to detain him?
Where to?
Just seems mean. Yeah, well, let's leave him captured then. Sure, why not? Means that they can't do as much harm, hopefully. Okay, increase unrest. We don't want to increase the rest here because now it's potentially friendly. Can't go in here because it's still... Insurrection! My goodness, can we do a coup here? Supposedly, I mean, not that this person could go in and do the coup anyway, but... Seems like we're actually getting up there to the point where... Something's gotta give. Another place we could do it is... Israel. So let's start increasing the unrest here. 70% chance, good.
The people
And then
will
maybe we
rise.
can coup Israel. It's another place I'd like to coup. Just take away the one more nuke. So how many nukes will they have? They'll have 3 plus 2. I don't know if they'll have nuclear weapons in time, but for that one. But they'll have 3 plus 2. Unfortunately, they'll probably have 4. They'll have 6 total nukes. That's actually quite a lot of armies we're going to lose doing this. But hey, you know, an army down just happens to mean more investment points for, you know, whatever. And I hope that most of those armies are the Russian ones. So, are we going to be able to absorb 6 nukes? I don't know. God, I hope that's all the places... Oh no, did they have Korea? Did they have Korea? No, thank God. I mean, still, I mean, can you imagine, by the way, if they had 25, which is originally 30, and 28? I mean, it's just insane. Confirm and move. This will probably be the last turn. I have to kind of pump these episodes out a little bit faster, right? I get anxious waiting to know what's going to happen between episodes. I imagine it might be the same for some people who are watching.
Target secure.
Alright, keep detaining that guy. Fine. I'm willing to sacrifice one of mine to take out one of theirs, basically. Because he can operate against me or anybody else, but my guy, yeah, I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm preventing them from doing something good, and everybody, there's like a lot of other people who are also against the servants. And by a lot of people, I mean nobody else. Are you guys out of your cotton freaking minds? Maybe. I don't know. I thought that everyone hated the servants, but maybe it's not true. In fact, the only... Yeah, wait. This is very strange. They're in conflict with Project Exodus. Project Exodus is tolerant of them. Maybe it's because they're in conflict with... Okay, Project Exodus is in conflict with the aliens. But they're not in conflict with the Academy. Huh. I just don't know. We'll just move on, because I don't know what to say about that.
Our case remains unheard.
You gotta be kidding me! Is that the second 81% he failed in a row? I hope not.
Long live the revolution!
Okay, well, we're increasing Israel's stuff.
Huts and mines.
Good, we got the lower roll, and this one just barely passed too, but 4%, take it. I think it's worse overall. We might have to defend the US. Damn it. 20 influence I don't have. And remember, we're on a timer here. Okay, Myanmar has to be absolutely trash now. Just pump out the spoils for that. The servants have this weird ability as well to just jump right to the executive. It's uncanny, I tell you. Yeah, let's go ahead and move there. I think the other ones will be right behind. Oh, please, why did you fail? Ah, come on, take it.
We're taking over.
Oh, thank goodness. So now nobody else can get in here. We will rest in Murmansk. Alright, we have more army control. That's fine, I don't need to know more about that. No, still decline. So that, whatever they just did, that cost them influence points. Myanmar has another thing I should be doing actually before I leave places is I should go in and I should be turning India into a rival. Yeah, this would be good to do. So any place that I'm leaving, what I need to do is unfortunately spend the 10 influence, but we have to turn India into a rival. And the reason I'm doing this is to prevent those same people from eventually doing what just happened, which is turning China and them into an ally. I don't care if it's China as an ally, just not India. So we only need to spend 1 point. We can probably get rid of the Himalayan states. They were nice, but let me just do the same thing. Manage. Turn India into a rival. I don't need to give them up, but yeah, we'll just do it. And then we'll priorities go and just tank the place, unfortunately. So let's just do... Oh, no, not at all. There we go. And abandon nation. Because eventually we're going to have not enough points, and you know, we know where our priorities lie, namely the US. My God, it's down to just crazy low percentage. Can't do that. I can only do 16.
Bringing them to our side.
Where do you need me?
I really
We
need
must
these
persuade the people.
to work.
Reporting in.
What about Pakistan? Are they hanging in there? Yeah, 2.6. That's not bad. Stabilize, or what else would you do? No, I think we should
Restoring order.
stabilize. Yeah, we need you guys to keep up over here. Spend that money.
What's the up?
The
Keep
government must
increasing
fall.
arrest. Confirm assignments, I guess. Okay, how long is this guy going to be detained for? I have no idea. Is he still detained? Let's go up to 5x. I don't think there's much going on. Please, please, please come through. I need both of these to come through, frankly. Okay, Remains, you can stay here and heal. 70, 90, 83. Okay, good. Move on.
The situation remains chaotic.
Alright, well, we failed an 84%. I am happy if we can get the bad luck out of the way for that one. That's fine. Go ahead.
Public
Go on.
opinion remains unmoved.
Oh my gosh, we lost. Okay, I know I'm looking at things only because we're failing. I wouldn't really care if we were passing, so we might have been passing a whole bunch we shouldn't have. But I have to say, I'm starting to see a little bit of an unlucky trend.
Come to our side.
Thank God we came through in a big way. We really needed it.
By no justice today.
Wow, I think all of our rolls were around 70, 75%. I think we failed 4 of them. 3 of them. 3 of 4. 3 of the 4 were failures, even though I think it should have been 3 of the 4s were wins. Is that true? Ah, yeah, see, this is what happens every time. Too bad we got there first, servants. Ha! Ha! So they can't even change
God's
that
people
for a
in
while.
place.
Oh, wow, we did it. Okay, despite of everything, we did it. Well, that's a great place to call this to a close, isn't it? We now completely control the US, which means the next thing we have to do is we have to ally with Pakistan. Okay? And what I would like to do is take Israel out of the servants' hands, because that is a pain in the bum. Then we will de-ally India. I guess we only need to ally Pakistan, so we need to de-rival them first. I guess Israel probably won't be brought into this war, even though I would love to have control of their army. So, I don't know. Who else? Okay, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 armies. That's, well, I mean, I guess it's slightly more nukes than they have. And if they use nukes, we also can use nukes. The weird thing is, when they use nukes, they're gonna have to use them against their own territory, which is a, you know, very bizarre thing that they're willing to just completely destroy their own country. But it's the way that goes, so anyway. Well, anyways, we're going to call this video to a close here. Things are heating up. I don't know. I don't want to say this because I'm not sure, but I think there's a good chance we'll be attempting our strategy of going to war in the next episode. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. I myself don't know, but we're very close. What are the things that we need to do? I mean, we need to square away, probably need to try to square away Israel with covert ops. If we can get them eliminated, that's one less nuke, and every nuke is an army, so in fact that's even better because that nuke happens to not only be an army, it also is well, their army couldn't do anything anyways. The Israeli army is stuck there. It won't be stuck there if I can ally. Yeah, how would I do it? Yeah, I don't think that's possible. I don't know how I can get the Israeli army involved, because I think it has to be Pakistan as the leader of the group. And yeah. So we'll just have to see who else we would want to bring in. Japan doesn't have an army. I mean, none of these people have armies, so it doesn't matter. We're already allied with the 2 people we need to be, with the only other third person potentially being Israel. So yeah, we will focus on that. But until the next one, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.